I accidentally created the 20th most popular meme coin in the entire world. This whole thing, by the way, is just a bunch of accidents. My entire goal was this. I'm tired of people getting taken advantage of. I'm tired of people being greedy. So I was like, well, fine. No one else is gonna launch a fair project. Then I'll be the one to do it. That was the goal, okay? April 25th, I got together with a couple of devs. The tokenomics were supposed to be very standard. 80% liquidity, 10% donated to Tithe, 7% to save back for the team, and then another 3% just to give back to the community. What ended up happening was these devs, they didn't want to be associated with the meme coin project. When I was the one who had to go input this into the contract launch on Pink Sale Finance, I entered the numbers wrong. Instead of putting 80% out to the public to be able to be bought, I only put out 20%, and I ended up locking in a time sealed contract 80% of the entire supply. So when we launched, people started freaking out and they hit me up saying like, oh, the team's dumping. I released a video as a statement like, guys, I can't dump on you. I forgot to give myself any tokens at all.
For the CZ thing, I just want to talk about it. Allocation for the team was 0. Liquidity is locked for 7 months. You know how much money I made from this? 0. Did I mint with an alt wallet? No, because the pre-sale sold out so quickly, I couldn't even do that. I was trying to, but I didn't. Nobody dumped. The team didn't dump. We had no tokens to dump. I didn't dump. I had no tokens whitelisted. I didn't even whitelist myself. Do you think I'm so dumb to drop a coin with my face attached to it and then rug you guys like the guy in Brazil with the tattoo? No, there is still coin happening. Okay, Jesus is Lord. Believe in him and you shall receive eternal life.
And then all of a sudden people see that video. People see that the supply is burned and they're like, oh my gosh. When people want trust in meme coins, they want the contract to be renounced. They want the LP to be locked and burned. Basically like as hands off as possible. I renounced the contract. Then I went and renounced the LP, which means you can never like remove the liquidity. I saw that there was another timed vault. And so I went, oh, let me go burn the access to that vault because I don't want to have anything to do with it. I thought I was burning that 7% that was left over for the team to use for exchanges. But in reality, I was burning 80% of the entire supply. The tokens will burn on Christmas Day 2023. So they start buying and buying and buying and buying. Meanwhile, I own none of the token that they are buying. The token that I launched, I didn't own any. I had to scramble to go throw some of my own money. And so I put $2,000 of my own money in. There's no team. There's no team treasury. There's no team money. You had community members who are paying for marketing campaigns. You have other community members who are organizing daily Twitter spaces to activate the community and get everybody excited about it. There's a bunch of volunteer moderators in the Telegram helping censor the chat and like filter and delete stuff and answer questions and all that stuff. And it's all volunteers. And what's so crazy is people keep donating to help this project keep going. There's been over $250,000 donated to the project to use to get listed on centralized exchanges, to pay, to do some marketing. There's been over $100 million of trading volume on this coin since April. We've donated money to the Maui fires and for people experiencing homelessness and for to build a well in Africa. There have been so many amazing good things that have come from this project, and it's all because of people who connect with the mission of the project. And the mission of the project is to do good, give more. That's it. Why is it called Jesus Coin? If I was going to base myself on a project and put my effort into a project, I'm not going to attach my name to anything that I don't actually believe in. I am a Christian. I believe in God. I absolutely believe that Jesus came as a man, died on a cross for everyone's sins. What better name to call it, the name above every other name, which is Jesus? Like, why the money sign? Why is it hashtag Jesus, $ Jesus or whatever? The cash tag is actually the hashtag. Trending hashtags work on Twitter. So whether it's a stock ticker or a crypto, it's really hashtag Jesus. I think there's a play on it where it's like, well, it is finances and it is like encouraging us to be generous. And if God says that, you know, where your heart is, that's where your treasure will be also. So if your treasure is not in Jesus, then really it's in something else. And so really it's encouraging people to have their heart associated and tied to God and tied to Jesus, not Jesus Coin. to Jesus, to God. So it's a reminder to, it's like WWJD. It's like, what would Jesus do? To have a project based off of generosity, it just makes so much sense to have it based off of that. Really just an outreach tool to get people fired up about what they can do for God in just a little way. Monday through Saturday, there's daily spaces on Twitter that's called Crypto Church, talking about God, sharing testimonies, praying for each other, all to people in the crypto industry. This whole thing was an accident. I just wanted to launch a coin to show people that you don't have to be a terrible, greedy person. And it's turned into so much more than that. That's my story. So thanks for listening. This has been a very crazy 6 months. So we'll see what the next 6 months look like.